In this video, we're going to take a look at matrix multiplication. And let's start by having some matrix A of the size 3 by 3 multiplied by some matrix B of the size 2 by 3. We'll write it down as AB, which equals to a 3 by 3 matrix times a 2 by 3 matrix. So what does that give us? The thing is, we cannot multiply matrix A by matrix B. And the reason why is the number of columns in matrix A does not equal the number of rows in matrix B. And that is a necessary condition for us to be able to multiply two matrices. So for this to work, we need to flip things around and multiply matrix B by matrix A. And that is going to give us it's going to be a 2 by 3 matrix multiplied by a 3 by 3 matrix, and that gives us a 2 by 3 matrix. So the size of the new matrix is defined as the number of rows in the first matrix and the number of columns in the second. So if this were M and this were P, this would be M times P. And as you can see, the number of columns here equals the number of rows here. So this is a valid operation. As you can see, when it comes to matrices, when you say that AB is not possible, that does not mean that BA is not going to be possible. All that you need is to meet this condition here. So how do we multiply matrix B by matrix A? We're going to get a matrix C, which has, as we've previously mentioned, 2 rows and 3 columns. That's a 6 elements total. C11, C12, C13, and C21, C22, and C23. So how do we obtain, let's say, C11? And this element here is going to be the dot product of the first row of our matrix. It's going to be the dot product of the first row of the matrix B and the first column of matrix A. So C11 equals B11 times A11 plus B12 times A21 and plus B13 times A31. The same goes for all other elements in our new matrix. So let's take a look at a more specific example where we can actually calculate the new matrix. There we go. So first of all, let's see, can we multiply matrix B by matrix A? What is the size of matrix A? 3 by 3. It's a square matrix. And here we have the size 3 by 2. So what we're trying to do here is multiply a 3 by 2 matrix by a 3 by 3 matrix. As you can see, this does not meet the necessary condition because the number of columns here is 2 and the number of rows here is 3. So no, we cannot multiply B by A, but we can still multiply A by B. So our matrix C, let's call it that, is going to be a product of a 3 by 3 matrix and a 3 by 2 matrix. So that gives us a new matrix that will be of the size 3 by 2. And let's write it right here. So it's going to have 3 rows and 2 columns. C11, C12, C21, C22, C31, C32. and we'll write our answer right here. So let's actually calculate each element, and we'll start with C11, and C11 is going to equal to -7 times 8 plus 3 times 2 and plus 0 times 5. That gives us -56 plus 6 plus 0, or that just equals to -50. So our first element is -50. C12 is going to be -7 times 4 plus 3 times -3 and plus 0 times 1. So that equals to -28 minus 9 and plus 0. Or that equals to -37. So we have our second element, -37. Now C21 is going to equal to the dot product of the second row and the first column, and C22 is going to be the second row and the second column. So let's calculate that. We have -5 times 8 plus 0 times 2 and plus 6. Whoops, no, actually plus 1. You got to be careful. It's easy to get confused. And 1 times 5. So that equals to -40 plus 5. Well, it's plus 0 and plus 5. And it's going to be -35. So C21 equals -35. Now let's calculate C22. -5 times 4 plus 0 times -3 plus 1 times 1 gives us -20 plus 0 and plus 1, or -19. So lastly, we're going to multiply the third row by the first and the second column of matrix B. That's going to give us our C31, which equals to 6 times 8 plus 9 times 2 and plus 6 times, times 4 plus 5. Plus 4 times 5. So that equals to 48 plus 18 and plus 20, or that gives us 64 plus 20, 84. So we have 84 here. And our last element is going to be C32, which equals to 6 times 4 plus 9 times -3 plus 4 times 1. That equals to 24 minus 27 and plus 4. That gives us 28 minus 27, or just 1. So there you have it. This is the matrix C, or the matrix AB, after multiplication. Thank you for watching our video. Stay tuned for more math topics, and don't forget to subscribe.